A police officer shot his own mother in church during a wedding. This is a real headline. It is an absolutely actual, it's a true thing that happened. Gun owners, you would think that police officers would be of the most responsible gun owners out there. They're experts. They've received training on how to handle weapons, or so you would think. But a Kentucky sheriff's deputy managed to accidentally shoot his own mother in church at a wedding. McCracken County Deputy Cory Golightly escorted his mother to a wedding on May 2nd. The wedding wasn't in McCracken County. It was at the Bardwell Baptist Church in Carlisle County, right next door. Nevertheless, Golightly said, I'm going to bring my gun to the church, to the wedding. Between the ceremony and leaving for the reception, the gun fell out of Golightly's jacket and shot his mother through the abdomen. This was not a superficial wound. The woman ended up having abdominal surgery at a local hospital, reportedly in stable condition. Deputy Golightly, meanwhile, is on paid administrative leave while there's an investigation. Of course, it doesn't matter that Golightly wasn't in his jurisdiction, or that the gun was not his department-issued gun. The federal law, the Law Enforcement Officers Safety Act, enacted back in 2004, allows any qualified law enforcement officer to carry a concealed firearm anywhere in the nation, regardless of state and local laws. The church's pianist, Janine King, said, my initial reaction was, oh my goodness, could that possibly be a gun? My next thought was, gosh, who's in the church with a gun? The good news in the story, the victim is going to recover. At least it wasn't a mother shot at a wedding in a church by her son on Mother's Day. So we stopped, I guess, just short of one more detail that could have made it even more insane. I don't know that much about guns, Lewis, but doesn't a revolver without a hammer block need to be carried with an empty chamber under the hammer so that if the gun does fall or get knocked around, it doesn't accidentally fire?
That's a good question. Either way, we're talking about a negligent discharge here. And I think that I would like to see charges against this officer.
Lewis, aren't you just overly litigious every time you call for that? Sometimes there are just accidents. Why does every time a gun is fired and someone didn't mean to fire it, why is that always negligence in your mind?
There are very few accidents. This happens all the time. An accident would be some type of weird ricochet at a shooting range. Okay, that's an accident. But this was negligent. And can you imagine if you were at a wedding, if you were anywhere with a group of people, your family, someone you admire, shoots you negligently with a gun they are carrying in a church or wherever you are, I mean, would you still have a good relationship with that person?
I imagine that I wouldn't, Lewis. No, like I'm going to a wedding in a month. And if all of a sudden, as we're going from the ceremony to the reception, if I get shot or if one of my friends gets shot, I'm probably not going to continue being too thrilled with that person. Although if I truly felt like this was just a freak of, just a infinitesimally small probability that led to this horrible situation, I could see saying this truly was just a completely unpredictable accident. However, if you're walking around with a chambered round and the gun falls and it's exactly what you're not supposed to do, it's hard to imagine taking such a relaxed approach to it.
Yeah, I think that would probably be, that person would be on your S list, I think for sure. Completely negligent here in this case.
Send me your thoughts on this. You can do that via voicemail